Hi, this is Joey Jacobson, and I have decided to do a tarot reading for the month of April. I want to see what is in store for the month ahead. My intention is that this is a reading for everyone, a general reading for what the month will look like. I'm going to use 4 cards from the Rider-Waite deck, which is my preferred tarot deck, and then 1 oracle card at the end. So here we are, we have them shuffled, and now I'm just going to choose. This is the first card. Whoops. The second card. These are little tiny cards because my hands are not that big. They're my preferred size. And this is going to be the third card. And finally, what do we want as the 4th card? Okay. There we go. We're going to reveal. We've got the 2 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the Devil, and Temperance. Wow, that's super interesting. And then for our oracle card, I'm using the Spirit Cats deck from Nicole Pierre. I love her work. They're just so sweet and fun, and I really feel like they often will come in and give us a kind of an overall view. So the oracle card that we need for this month is this one. Expression. So that is it. Let me just move these over a little bit so we have everybody on camera. Awesome. All right. So the first card that we have, the 2 of Cups, this denotes what is the energy of the month. So what's the month's energy like? So I am just going to, I always put one hand, my left hand on the card, and my right hand kind of goes up in the air like this, like a little antenna. Let me just see what I'm getting for this card. So the energy of the month, you know, the 2 of Cups is the minor arcana, sort of, if you will, version of the Lovers. And it's very sweet, and it's that first blush of spring is what I'm hearing, that kind of falling in love with the outdoors again, and just how do we meet with a kind of an innocence and open hearts, and also, you know, how do we interact together in one-on-one relationships. There's so much about relationships this year with all the Venus. Planet Venus has a lot of influence on us this year. So yeah, we're just, the month itself is about where can we fall in love again? Where can we meet and clink our cups together and just meet heart to heart? Oh, that's nice. Feels very nice. So for the second card, it's about the possibilities that the month holds for us. And this is the 8 of Cups. And you can see the figure on the card. There's a person walking away with their little stick, and they've left all their cups behind. Often denotes kind of going on a spiritual quest, or, you know, on a journey of discovery. So the possibility or possibilities of the month is that I'm just feeling into this. The feeling is that there are some things in our life that have felt super established, like this is just the way that I am, or just the way that I do things, or just the way the world is. And this month in April, we'll have an opportunity to to perhaps just set them aside for a while, set those ideas and beliefs aside, and just go and look for a different way of seeing the world, or really a different way of feeling it within us is what I'm getting, kind of going back to this heart energy and how we meet things. Yeah, so we're kind of going off on a discovery, and we may not have to move our feet at all for this. But it's an adventure where the landscape is more internal, and we're able to just feel differently about things, feel into things in a different way. Wow, that's great. And then for the third card, it's what areas should we be mindful of? Oh, this makes perfect sense. Here we have the Devil, which is major arcana. My personal idea about the Devil card is that it's fear incarnate. In the Rider-Waite deck, the two figures here who are, chained to the little pillar that the Devil is sitting on, the chains around their neck are not choker chains. They're loose, and it looks like if they wanted to, they could pick them up and take them off their necks. But fear really binds us. If fear makes it really hard. There is the fight, flight, but there is the freeze. Like, we don't know what to do. And so the things to be mindful of for the month are really, is it a fight, flight, freeze thing? Oh, okay. So yeah, it's like sometimes as fear rises up for us, which it does for everyone, and golly Moses, the world is a little scary sometimes. What's my best response? How do I respond when I'm feeling my fear and I go in? Do I want to just get very still, but feel the freedom of the stillness? Because I think the opposite of fear is freedom. Do I want to run until I can get to a place where I can be still and reassess? Or does it feel like I need to fight in some way? I just had an image of sort of punching a shadow. Like sometimes maybe, and that, that's kind of interesting. That's a great image. Sometimes when we're afraid, if we punch the shadow, our hand just passes through it and we're like, oh, wait a minute, this might not be real. This might just be a fear that I'm having. So that's something to keep in mind for what to be mindful of. A little redundant there, sorry. And then the fourth card that we have is the best advice for working with the month ahead. So this is beautiful, my goodness. This is really the first time I've done this, and I'm loving how it's turning out. So Temperance, wow. What a beautiful card of balance. I love that the angel has 1 foot in the water, so 1 foot submersed in the subconscious, 1 foot on the ground, so I am grounded. So it is water and earth together, but not making mud. They are in their separate places, but giving us each what they offer. And I love that there's a little pathway up to the top of the mountain, and then there's our crown. Just really beautiful, and the endless pouring back and forth of the water between the cups. There's just endless flow. Let me see if I can get anything else for this. The best advice for the month. Well, I'll tell you, there's a different deck that I really like. It's no longer available, but it was called Victoria Tarot. And in that tarot deck, Temperance is this beautiful woman standing at the edge of a precipice, and there's a tsunami wave and a volcano and all this stuff is sort of erupting around her, but she's completely serene. And I believe that the description of that card is when we can stand serenely between cataclysms, then we understand our context in the world and the world's context in us. And that is balance. And that's what temperance invites. It invites us to be in balance. So that's beautiful. What lovely advice for the month ahead. And then finally, we have this beautiful little kitten. So this, I'll just hold it up a little bit more so you can see. And this is expression. And I'm just now realizing that I don't have my reading glasses on, which would be helpful. There we go. Right. So this says, meet Shanti. She once kept her ideas and feelings locked away in her heart where no one could see or hear them. It felt safe and secure, but alas, she felt so alone. No one truly knew her. She was longing to come out to play. Gathering her courage, she flung open the window in her mind and unlatched the doorway of her soul. She started to speak her mind and give voice to her heart. She could never again fit in that small, closed space of hiding. Soon, her words grew into unabashed singing. What song are you keeping captive? What song at long last can you unleash into the world? Oh, that's beautiful. Expression. And that goes so beautifully with the other cards. I love the meeting. I love how that correlates to the two. It's learning to speak your mind and give voice to your heart. When you meet someone, then you have that opportunity. Sometimes when we're alone, we won't even do that for ourselves. But maybe the opportunity is to meet ourselves in a deeper way. And it addresses fear. We've been paralyzed by fear. We wanted to stay small, to feel safe and secure, but then it's so lonely. And I think we're all longing for that connection, that love and bonding. And at long last, what song can you unleash into the world? Wow. Well, I hope that helps and makes sense for you. I think that's really lovely. And it feels soft. And I think that some of the energy of April might not be so soft. So I think that this is a nice alternate way of looking at the month and thinking about how to move through it with the most grace and ease and coherence. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see if I decide I want to do this next month. Let me know in the comments if you liked it. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.